Hi everyone. So we have been discussing about the basic mathematics or the role of mathematics in solving physics. We started with one simple thing, that is simple geometry like a square, rectangle, circle, sphere, cylinder. So how the area or perimeter or diagonal or diameter, something of these things will be utilized in solving physics numericals. So we have taken the basic physics concept also. The physics concept is also very basic thing, that is already you have studied, which is nothing but distance and displacement. We have solved 2-3 questions in the last class, and I have given assignment also. You have done very good job. Now let's take the questions based on the same concept, distance and displacement, where mathematics will be played a little role, and how to solve those questions, but little bit difficulty. So last class we have taken the questions like directly they have given diagram, then you understood very easily. But this time they will not give the diagram. They will give the question like a sentence. Now theoretical question they have given, where from the data given you can draw one diagram. You can understand and you can draw one diagram. Then you can understand what is the distance or what is the displacement. By using mathematics, simple geometry only, you can solve such questions. So let's see. The very first question. So a person started at one corner of a square field and travelled along the circumference and reaches the diagonally opposite corner, then find displacement, where they have given side length is 5 root 2 meter. So according to the question given, see, if you understand, a person started at one corner of a square field. There is a square field. So immediately you can draw one square. Having side length L or A, anything you can take. So there is a square field and one person or you started running or walking something at one corner. So this is the starting point. Now he travelled along the circumference and reaches the diagonally opposite corner. Then find displacement. So what is the diagonally opposite corner for the initial point? This is one corner, this is adjacent corner, this is also adjacent corner. This is called diagonally opposite corner. Diagonal. So the corners which connects one diagonal, those are called like diagonally opposite corners. Now, started here, ended here. Doesn't matter which path he has taken, like only directly went here, or he took one more round, or he took 3 rounds, 4 rounds, it doesn't matter, because they are not asking about the distance. So that's why don't think about it. If they ask distance, then definitely they will specify whether he completed only half round or whether he completed 1.5 or whether he completed 1 round, 2 round, half, 2.5. That is different. When they ask distance, then you have to think about it. But here they are asking only displacement. What is the definition of displacement? Displacement is nothing but the shortest distance between initial and final position. So that thing, if you understand, this is the initial position and this is the final position. Then this is the shortest distance between initial and final position. Then here this is side length, this is side length. Now what is the diagonal length of a square? We have already studied. Root diagonal length, where L is side length. Or else, if you don't remember this directly, you take this triangle, this one. What kind of triangle is this? Right angle triangle, base L, height L. So what is the hypotenuse? L square plus L square. How much it will become? Diagonal. Root of 2L square, nothing but root L square is L. So root 2 times L, because square root get cancelled. So what is the diagonal length? Root 2L. That is nothing but the shortest distance between initial and final position. So this is our displacement. This is nothing but our displacement. So if you know the square properties, what is the diagonal? What is the perimeter? Anything. Then you can solve the questions related to square. Similar way, they can give the question related to rectangle also. They can give the question related to circle also, depending upon the question given. Required mathematics you need to take. Now, see here. Here, a person started at one corner. Like that you need to understand one by one sentence, each and every word is important. So, first understand the question. If you understand the question in physics, you are very good at solving physics. Many people are having lack of ability just to understand the question only, many times. So once you understand the question, sometimes it is required to draw the diagram, sometimes directly you can take the formula. So draw the diagram if it is required. Then think of what they are asking. What they are asking, what they have given. They have given side length. They are asking displacement. Once you draw the diagram, then you will come to know what is the displacement. The value we got it, root 2L. Where L is how much? 5 root 2, substitution. And here we have used some mathematics like diagonal of square or Pythagoras theorem. Everything is what? Mathematics. So understand the question, then try to take the data and try to draw the diagram if it is required, or try to take the physics concept like distance, displacement, definition, then apply the mathematics. Like this, if you do step by step, 3-4 steps, then you can get the question easily and perfectly. So what is the final answer will become? The diagonal length is nothing but root 2L, that is nothing but displacement. Root 2 times 5 root 2. So root 2 into root 2 square. So root 2 square. So it will become 2. So 5 to the 10 meter. So what is the displacement? 10 meter. So this way you please try to solve the questions. So slowly when you go into the deep level of the subject, whether it is basic mathematics or physics chapters, the level will keep on increase. The application of mathematics also keep on increases. That's why take care every time. So let's see one more such question, but little bit more difficult. Now, so we have taken one question that is somewhat simple. Why I am telling somewhat simple? This is little bit difficult compared to last one, because last class they have given direct diagram. Here we have drawn the diagram from the question given by understanding it. But now the one more question is little bit more difficult, because once you understand the question you will come to know. See here. A particle moving with uniform velocity. Particle is moving with uniform velocity. Can complete one revolution around the square field in 20 minutes. So there is one square field. Let's take the side length is L. Now, here L value I have not given. Let's take L is something 10 meter. Now, so what is the meaning of this one? He can complete, or the particle can complete one round in 20 minutes. One round means what? you should start at one point and you should come back to the same point. Let's take, suppose you have started here and you went here, come here, then reached here finally. So one round is completed. How much time you are taking? 20 minutes. And it is a square field, means all sides must be equal. So in 20 minutes, you are covering 4 sides. Then easily you can say one side, how much time you will take to complete? 20 by 4. 20 for 4. For 1 how much? You can take like cross multiplication. For 4 sides, 20 minutes. For one side, how much? Cross multiplication. Let's take this for one side, x. So x equal to 20 by 4. How much? 5 minutes. So this thing you can understand from simple mathematics logic. That's why I am telling mathematics is important, whether it is simple or big. Now let's take the journey. See, he traveled for 45 minutes. So 45 minutes. He traveled for 45 minutes. Now within 45 minutes you have to divide properly. See, in first 20 minutes he will complete one round. So 20 minutes. You have to divide the given time in terms of time taken to complete one round. Given time is 45 minutes. Time taken to complete one round is 20 minutes. So first 20 minutes, suppose he started here and he came back. So he completed one round. This one. After 20 minutes. Then next 20 more minutes. Can you get it or not? You can get 20 more minutes also. 20 minutes. Because 20 plus 20 how much? 40. But we are 45. Now after 20, again he will travel and he will complete one more round. So he completed now one more round. So one round after 20 minutes, one more round after 40 minutes. But we have 45. He traveled for total 45 minutes. So still he has 5 more minutes. This way you have to split the given time. In terms of what? Time to complete one revolution. Suppose they have given 30 minutes. This is 30. Then how will you divide? 20 plus 10. Now here 20 plus 20 plus 5. So what is this 5? In 5 minutes he can complete only one side. That means from here he can reach up to this only. Now he started here and he ended here. Here. Right? Now, what is the total distance? What is the total distance? Distance means what? Total path length. Total path length. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 sides he completed. 9 times sides he completed. That means 9 into side length you take L. So what is the total distance covered? Total path length 9 into L. That is 9 into path length is, side length is how much? 10. So 90 meter. What is the total distance he covered? 90 meter. Now what is the other one? Displacement. What is the displacement? Shortest distance between initial and final position. So he started here, he ended his journey here. See, they are not specifying where he started, where he ended. You assumed that one point because they have given that he can complete one particular corner. So here at one point if you start journey, then according to the given time if you split, then you will come to know. Suppose if they gave 50 minutes, this is 50, then how do you split? 20 plus 20 plus 10. That means within 10, see, first 20 one round, second 20 one more round, 10 more minutes are there. So 5 one round, 5 one more round. He could have ended his journey here. Then distance will be, one more side will be added. So 90 plus 5 will become. And displacement will become diagonal. Because he started here, he ended here. But according to the given data, only 45 minutes. So he started here, he ended here. Then what is the shortest distance between initial and final? Like he started at one corner and he ended at adjacent corner. So the displacement equal to side length. The displacement equal to side length. So what is the side length? 10 meter. So the displacement is 10 meter and the distance is 90 meter. So previous question was little bit easy compared to this one. Now this is little bit tough because here the way of understanding is little bit tough. So that's why the concept of physics is simple. How simple concept of distance and displacement? Very simple. You can say total path length is distance and the shortest distance is displacement. But the way of creating question makes you difficult, where you need to apply the physics as well as mathematics. Also the major role also there, that you need to understand and you need to draw the diagram if it is required. So understanding question also plays one of the major and important role in solving physics. So that's why I have chosen this question to explain you. You might have done in your previous classes, as Nagarjun sir is teaching you or taught you already this thing. But the importance of mathematics, I just wanna realize you, and so that you will understand and you will focus on it. Now, this is how you will solve the question. Let's take one simple question that is based on circle. So based on circle, let us take theoretically only. So they have given one question like a particle started at one point. A particle started at one point, any point on the circumference of a circle, on the circumference of a circle, and ended its journey diametrically opposite point. What I said? Diametrically opposite point. So if you take, this is circle. Now we started our journey, or it started its journey at one particular point on the circumference. Then traveled in one path. What path we don't know. But it reached finally diametrically opposite point. Diametrically opposite point like this. So this is starting and this is ending. Means 2 points, 2 end points of a diameter is called diametrically opposite points. Diametrically opposite points. So that way you need to understand. Then they will ask you what is the displacement. Once you draw the diagram, then you will come to know that the shortest distance between initial and final position is how much? 2 times radius, nothing but what? Diameter. So if you understand and if you draw it, then you will get it. Now, or else another way, same question, means same circle. Suppose one particle is traveling along a circle. Started at one point and covered 3/4 of circumference. How much? 3/4. Total, if you divide into 4 parts, 3 parts it covered. 3 out of 4 parts. But when they have given like that, you need to understand like this. See, this is one diameter, this is another diameter. Then this is 1/4, second, third, fourth. Total 4 quarters are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now they are telling started at one point. Then covered 3/4. 3/4 means it should cover 3 quarters. 3/4 length. Now started here, ended here. Then what is the total distance covered? If they ask, then see, total perimeter is 2 pi r. Now 1/4 means 1/4 divided by 4. 2 means divided by 2. 3 means 3/4. 3/4. So 2 2s are how much? 3 pi r by 2. This is 1/4. This is 2/4. This is 3/4. Like that. So then you will get the total distance. For the same question, if they ask what is the displacement, started at this point, ended at this point. So what is the displacement will become? Shortest distance. So if you understand, within the circle, here one right angle triangle is there. Mathematics. Like this. Starting point, ending point. This is radius. This is radius. Now what is this will become? This is under root r square plus r square equal to under root 2r square equal to root 2 r. So this way you have to understand the question, you have to draw the diagram, you have to take the help of mathematics. So everything is important. So question becomes difficult not because of distance and displacement definition. That is not because of physics concept. It is because of logic. It is because of mathematics. So always take care of it. Don't blame physics for mathematics or lack of understanding. Physics concept always easy and interesting. But these two things are idiots who makes it difficult. So please try to take care of it. Right? So this way, these type of questions you can solve by taking care of understanding the question and drawing the diagram and then utilizing the data and utilizing the mathematics. Right? One more question also, one last question I will explain you so that you will understand the difficultiness of understanding. See, I will give you a question like, suppose I have given a particle started at one point, traveled towards east 3 meters, then turned towards north and then traveled 4 meters, then turned upwards, then traveled 12 meters, then find the distance and displacement. Distance is very simple. First I said 3, then I said 4, then I said 12. So 7 plus 12, 19. But displacement, where you need to understand the question properly. Let's take, suppose, the same question or whatever, similar kind. Consider particle travelled 3 meter towards north. North on the board. Always take this way. East, west, north, south. Now, this is north, started here. How much? 3 meter. Then travelled for 4 meter towards east. Then upwards 12 meters. Here directly many students take that upward. So this is upward. Again you will take like this. No, wrong. See here. When you want to take the directions, you need to take it in this way. Always. Please take care. Always whenever directions are mentioned, take it like this. See, north, and this is south, east, west. So this only I am taking here like this. 1 minute. See here. Now for you, in front of you is north always. If you stand here, so this is north. Always take it in this way. And right side is east. So like that if you take, see, this only I am taking like this. Now north, south, east, west, like this. Now see here, started at one point towards north. It went towards north this way. So first like this, towards north. Started here towards north. How much distance? 3 meter. Then towards east. East means what? Right side. Like this. See. North, then east. Like this. Now, here it went upwards. Up means what? Upwards. Or they can also tell you downwards. Down. So upward means like this. Now this is the actual path. You understand? So this is 3, this is 4, this is 12. Now, see here. This way you have to find. So if you understand the question properly, then you will draw or you will take it in this way. Then see here, this is the initial point and this is the final point. Now this will become displacement because here the initial point was there. This will become. But to find that, see here, first you take like this. This is 3 meter. This is 4 meter. Now what is this will become? 3, 4. This will become under root 3 square plus 4 square. How much? 5. So this will become 5. Now here. So I found the resultant of these two. Now here at this point it went upward. Now this is 5. This is 12. Now this will become how much? Under root 5 square plus 12 square. So this way you have to understand and you need to practice. Or else you take a room. First, when you consider a room, it went one direction, one side of the room, like this. Then this way, this, then it went up. Then the body diagonal of the room will become what? Displacement. Body diagonal means you can understand. one corner, bottom corner to opposite corner of the room, upward opposite corner. Like if you take a room, this side 4 corners, this side 4 corners. Now bottom 4 corners, top 4 corners, you can say. So one corner at the bottom and one corner at the top opposite through the body center. That is called displacement. So take a box and then try to understand. Try to imagine, because Einstein said imagination is more important than knowledge, so that you can get the answer. Or else I will tell you simple way. Whenever the particle travel one along x, then along y, like this is x east, y z. Always take this way. This is x, this is y. Positive x means east, negative x means west, positive y means north, and negative y means south. Z axis means what? Perpendicular to both. Upward, downward, or outward, inward. So if the particle travelled first along x, then along y, then along z, then the displacement formula will become under root x square plus y square plus z square. So that under root 3 square plus 4 square plus 12 square, under root 9 plus 16 plus 144 equal to 169 equal to 30. This finding multiplication, square root and square, all these things also important. So in the coming classes, one session also we will discuss only based on this multiplication, division, how to do fast and quick, because they play very major role. Those are the things actually save your time. You need to remember the formulas, you need to calculate, you need to go for the calculation very quickly and perfectly. So those all things makes matter, right? So this last question, please try to analyze on your own, like how the particle is moving. 1, 2, 3, like that. So that, or else you take 3 sticks, then you try to practice on your own, so that you will understand without any doubt. So this is the how it becomes difficult to understand question. But once you practice with the understanding of questions, then it becomes easy. What becomes easy? Solving physics. Understanding the question and then draw the diagram if it is required, and take the data from the question, required data, then use the mathematics and then do the calculation. So take care of all these things one by one step. Whenever you are practicing, always take care of all these things. Then only you will understand it properly. Then only you can do it properly. Right? So I will give you the assignment also, this kind of questions only, related to basic mathematics, whatever we have discussed. So please try to take care of everything. Right? So thank you so much. We will continue in the coming class.